Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Deirdra here. Long time no see. Your girl was on vacation, but today we are making chocolate chip cookies, but not just regular chocolate chip cookies. We are testing to see if the most expensive ingredients and the least expensive ingredients create a change in the best chocolate chip cookie. We're gonna have some taste tester later to really tell what they think is going to be the most expensive chocolate chip cookie. But I'm excited today because there's actually some ingredients that I've always wanted to use, but they've always just felt like unnecessarily expensive. I'm like, is it really gonna do that much of a difference? So we are testing that out today. So let's look at the ingredients we have. Got eggs, basic Walmart brand eggs versus Vital Farms pasture raised eggs. This one, the packaging is so cute. And look at it comes with a little thing that you can color, and the bird of the month. The headstrong Helena moves briskly through the pasture, casting a critical eye over her surroundings. Pure Irish Kerrygold butter, which is my favorite butter at restaurants when you're putting it on bread. That shit is so good. And then grade AA Kroger butter. Bob Red Mills enriched flour versus Kroger brand flour. Dixie Crystals brown sugar versus Kroger brand brown sugar. Now, I feel like there's probably more expensive of these ingredients, but I just chose the store that I was at and picked the most expensive brand. It was between Walmart and Kroger because I had been at both of those places. Domino's golden sugar versus, can you guess? Kroger brand sugar. Vanilla bean paste versus Private Selection brand vanilla extract, which Private Selection is a little bit more of an expensive brand, not as expensive as McCormick, but less expensive than Watkins, and vanilla extract is just less fancy than pure vanilla bean. Salt is really cheap, y'all, so I don't know. I think I'm just gonna use regular salt for both. And last but not least, we have semi-sweet chocolate chips. We've got our Kroger brand and yummy Ghirardelli. I have to say, when I do white chocolate chips, I really like to use the Ghirardelli because if I'm melting them down as a dipping chocolate, it melts so much better than the off-brand. So that's what we have for ingredients. I'm gonna put you the total price, the total cost for each cookie right here in my hands. And now let's see if that's worth it. Let's get into it.
While I was putting this edit together, it's crazy how comparing them side by side, you can clearly see a difference in the quality of ingredients. When I'm making them by myself or just making only the cheap ones, I just feel like I never notice. But that brown sugar right there, you can just tell which one's better quality, the golden sugar, and especially the eggs. The pasture-raised eggs are so much more yellow and golden, whereas the cheap ones are light yellow. Not sure what that's about. Don't know if I want to know. But of course, this delicious recipe is going to be down in the description box below if you want to check it out. Whether you use cheap or expensive ingredients, I will put just the original recipe and all of the brand and types of ingredients I use for the expensive one. Now let's go ahead and enjoy finishing this baking process together.
It looks pretty damn quality. Now we're going to put this in the fridge for 30 minutes, covered in some plastic wrap. Are done. So what do you guys think? Can you guess which one is the more expensive cookie? Honestly, I think you could tell by looking at it, but let me know in the comments if you guessed correctly. This one is the more expensive cookie. It's a bit of a lighter brown, it's a little bit puffier, whereas this one's a little bit flatter. But now, time for our taste test, and then stay tuned and I'll show you my roommates and my friends trying out the cookies so we can see if they think the expensive cookie tastes better and if they can guess which of the cookies is the expensive one. No, let's start with non-expensive first. A very good cookie. Chewy on the inside, crispy on the edges. Now let's go for Mrs. Expensive. This one? It's like, it takes a second for all the flavors to hit you. Like, it almost tastes a little bland at first before you really get to the flavor. It does taste caramelized. I need another bite. I do feel like the quality of chocolate chip is better and you can taste that. But otherwise, I prefer the inexpensive chocolate chip cookie. I just feel like I'm not getting enough flavor in this one. I don't know, that's so odd. I love it though. It's still really good. Crispy outside, chewy center. I need to go back and try the other one again. They both use the same amount of salt, but in this cookie I feel like I can taste the salt that I don't taste in this one. And I feel like it brings out the rest of the flavors of the cookie. I don't know why I don't taste it as much in this cookie when it's like all the same amounts of ingredients. And I was really hoping that the vanilla bean flavor would come through a lot in this cookie. And it doesn't. That's insane. I would love if you guys checked in the comments below and tried to make expensive versus inexpensive cookies and see if you taste a difference and see if your friends and family taste a difference. It's kind of a fun experiment. So before we get into the reviews of my family and friends, I hope you like this video. Give it a subscribe, give it a like, and join me and stay tuned for more baking, dessert recipes, and cooking videos in general. Thank you for watching and see you next week.
They do look different.
Yeah.
This one looks more like yellow, I guess. And I remember when I did look at the expensive dough in the fridge, I felt like it looked kind of yellow, but I didn't see how the non-expensive one looks, so I really don't know.
Right. So by looking at it, which looks like the better cookie?
Honestly, they both look really similar. I kind of want to say this one. I just don't know why. Like, they look almost like, if you put them all mixed together, like, no one would know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try this
first try.
Ooh. Oh. That's a good cookie. I don't even need the second cookie. Like, this is good.
Okay, so then you're gonna answer, well, the question is gonna be which one tastes better, and then which do you think is the most expensive cookie?
I'm trying to decide which one tastes better.
That means they're both good.
I'm absolutely gonna be late to work, like.
It is hard.
I think I want to say I like this one better. Maybe because it's like a tiny bit softer. I mean, that doesn't mean it's like more expensive though.
Right.
Oh, the chocolate is more gooey in this one, but I feel like I can taste the chocolate better in this one. I think I'm just gonna pick.
Tastes better and more expensive?
I don't know. I think so. I think so. I think if like there's nothing, like I don't have like
any descriptor to.
Yeah, there's nothing where I'm just like, oh, there's eggs in this. Like I don't know, but I like it. I like both though.
Okay. So these were the most expensive ones, the one on the right.
Because they're yellow.
Yes.
I'm just trying not to let that be a part of my bias. So. I'm gonna say they're both really good. They're both really similar. I'd eat both.
Good.
10 out of 10.
Yay.
10 out of 10.
You could say just by looking what you think is the most expensive one too.
Most expensive. I'm gonna say these. And then let me just.
Yeah, they'll taste both.
and then which you like better.
Definitely like those better.
Okay, and which you think is the most expensive cookie?
That one.
Yes, you're right. Okay, good job. You have expensive taste, huh? So give a little taste. Well, based on how they look, what do you think? Which do you think
the
is?
one he's reaching for? I
Already grabbed that one.
A little
so
bit
I'm gonna
more.
just put two of them over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I feel like off of the look, boom, this is more expensive.
Okay,
Which came from this plate right here.
got it.
So we're gonna taste it, what I believe to be the more expensive cookie. But some real Chips Ahoy type.
Let's taste number 2. Right. That second one.
See that profile.
I hope this don't need to be a short video.
No, I can edit. Really thinking about it though. I like that. Thank you.
Much later.
You can start with which you think tastes better.
Definitely. I definitely am gonna go.
Need some water.
This cookie plate. This cookie plate tastes better with the lighter, a bit lighter
Yes.
shade. And then the chocolate, the Hershey Kisses look like Hershey Kisses. These look like chocolate drops. The expensive chocolate, and this cookie has a better texture. So, you know, this is a lot more soft. This one, maybe it was a cooking technique, but like this cookie.
It's another that.
You are helping?
You know what I'm saying? No shade. You know, the cookie got
That's
that.
funny. No, it's
It's
just
stuff
better
on me,
quality.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
if I had to guess, I'd say this is the more expensive cookie. This plate.
Okay. You want to know? Is just by looking at them, which looks like the more expensive cookie?
Are you getting expensive as ingredients?
Yes, like all the ingredients are like the highest priced ingredient at that store versus the lowest priced ingredient. Yeah, get a good look.
Science.
Not the sniffs.
I take challenges very seriously.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this one.
This one looks more expensive. Got it.
There's a lot of pressure.
Everyone's watching.
Oh, y'all did it! Just cleanse my palate.
Yes.
Man, I'm really mad if I get it wrong. This one has salt. More salt.
False, but yeah, sure.
More essence of salt.
I agree though, that's what I thought.
This one tastes healthy.
Mm.
I don't know why, but this one tastes healthy. I don't know anything about baking. I like the flavor of this one, but I like the texture of this one. Because I like my cookies a little burnt.
Okay.
Not that this one's burnt,
Right.
but like
Little crispier, little
a little
crispier.
crispier, and which is what I like.
Got it.
This one's a little thicker.
Mm-hmm.
This one's the more expensive one because it tastes healthy. So I'm like, maybe it's organic butter or whatnot.
It is ethical eggs.
Okay.
So we got that going for us.
probably what I was
Grass-fed butter.
tasting. Probably what I was tasting.
Is that okay? Wrong.
No.
The left ones are the expensive cookies.
You gotta be kidding me.
Look
Yeah.
at them chocolate chips, yo.
Okay. That was something though that I was looking at because I was like, these chocolate chips look spotty. Not like, not in a
Yeah,
bad
these
way.
are Ghirardelli. This is Kroger brand.
But aren't Kroger brand ones just that like they have the same ingredients?
No, not as like, there's certain brands that they just take the label off and call it Kroger, but not like Ghirardelli.
I think the chocolate does taste better.
I agree. Just by looking at the cookies, which do you think is the more expensive cookie?
Which one do I think is the more expensive one? I feel like it's most likely this one.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I'm thinking it's this one is because I feel like in the more expensive cookie, you'd probably feel like cocoa. And this looks like a little like darker,
Yeah.
browner. So I would assume that this is the more expensive one.
Got it.
I'll just grab a brand new one so I can get a fresh experience.
Good.
It's like cookie indeed. No, those are really good.
Good. Wonderful.
Let me cleanse my palate. Try the other one. Okay.
Which one do you like better first? Which one would you be like, oh, I could eat 10 of these?
I will say this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I think the more expensive one. Something tells me it's this one, but I'm still stuck in that cocoa.
Yes. Is that your final answer?
My final answer would be this one.
Ding, 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 ding. You got it right.
This one tastes very different.
Yeah.
This one has like a more like, I would see like.
Classic.
I see this more like natural. Like that's why like I would eat this one more because I know this one more. This one was like, I don't know, it was like a very different taste. Like,
That makes sense.
It was natural.
For sure. Yeah, same.